All right, I'm making another video about the Cowboys again because I've been seeing, with the Mari trade and everything, some people are not happy, and the Cowboys usually don't do anything in the offseason. And again, this is another offseason, how the season ended and whatever. But I saw this interesting point, and it was like, are the Cowboys cursed from the Jimmy Johnson departure? And I'm not the one that believes in, stuff like that or whatever, curses or whatever. But it is interesting to look into, just to like see the comparisons or whatever. And so I went to look in deeper into it, not like deeper into it, but just kind of look into it a little bit. It's kind of interesting. So if you guys don't know, Jimmy was only for the coach for 5 years, from 89 to 94, okay? And Jimmy went on to win 2 Super Bowls. So it's weird why he left. And then it's kind of interesting because many people have speculated why he left. Jimmy wanting, to more power, but Jerry not letting him to have, make the moves he wants or whatever. And then so many people blame Jerry. And Jerry in recent interviews has even said that he did F up that relationship or whatever. But I've also seen, in videos of Jimmy talking about it, he said how he just wanted to move on, like it was too taxing, whatever. But part of it's weird because you win 2 Super Bowls, you're with a team for 5-ish years, right? Or 5 years. You make 51 plus trades. No, 51, not plus, just 51 trades in over those 5 years. And you're willing just to walk away from the team that is loaded and can win another Super Bowl. So it's weird. Well, then I've also heard, if you put him in the Ring of Honor, or this is kind of what I've thought, if you put him in the Ring of Honor, it might erase this curse or whatever, okay? So let's just look. There's only 21 players in the Cowboys Ring of Honor, okay? And I think it's roughly 19 players, 1 head coach. We already know who that is. But Tom Landry. So he's won 2 Super Bowls. Tom Landry did. Now, Jimmy won 2 Super Bowls too. And I think he has 5 players, roughly. Let's count. So he's got Troy, Michael, Emmett, Charles Haley. So Troy, Michael, Emmett, Charles Haley, and Darren. Yeah, 5 players where Jimmy was involved in. And all those 5 players made the Ring of Honor. So he's got 5 players that he was involved in make the Ring of Honor, and Cowboys have 21 players in their whole history. I think 62-year history. They have 21 players, and in that 5 years, Jimmy has 5 of his players in the Ring of Honor. Now that's pretty crazy, but he's not in the Ring of Honor, so that's where it gets weird. Now I'll get back to this Ring of Honor for later when we get back to this season. But let's just look at the Cowboys' previous seasons after Jimmy left. And so if we look at this, the year after they won the Super Bowl, right, in 95, and then 96 they won a playoff game in the wild card and then lost. Now, in these rough 25 years-ish, 25 years, I think, they've only won 3 playoff games. They've been to a total of 12, okay? So that's pretty crazy. And you think okay, is it really that bad? Well, let's just look at the comparison of other teams. There's only 3 other teams that are below the Cowboys in those 25 years on playoff wins. That is the Browns, the Washington football team, or the Commanders, and the Lions. Now, no disrespect to those other organizations, but those are just the facts of 25 years. There's 3 other teams that are worse than the Cowboys in playoff wins. Now that's bad. That's bad. So that shows you it's terrible. But let's look into some of the playoff losses and just see some of the weird playoff losses there was. So let's look at 2007, okay? I don't think they haven't won a playoff game since 95. Since 95, but in 2007, they find themselves back in the playoffs. They've been to the playoffs before, but they find themselves again. And we all know they lose against the Seattle Seahawks. But there's one key play, a weird play, where Romo muffs the field goal. Now, when is the last time you've honestly seen someone muff a field goal? It happens. But when is the last time on a game winner in the playoffs someone has muffed a field goal? It's very, very rare. So that's a little weird. And people say, oh, that's the choking Cowboys. Probably is, but it's weird. But then let's go to 2014. And we all know what happens in 2014, the Dez catch. Or no catch, so to say. I'm not saying they were going to win that game if he catches that and they score the touchdown. Aaron still has, who knows how much time he had left. But if they rule that a catch, he's either down at the 1 or it's a touchdown. If he's down at the 1, he goes in, they score a touchdown, whatever. You're looking at, there could have been a different outcome. But who knows if it is? It's just weird. Just like the Romo thing. That's a rare thing that happens. And they lose. And to go on with the Dez catch, even a couple years after, the NFL committee, rules committee or whatever, declared that unanimously that was a catch. Just like you're seeing here. So that's weird. But, you know, that's probably something that happened, like Calvin Johnson and that catch happened, so they can, you know, fine or tune the rules and whatever. But still, it's a catch now considerably, but it wasn't then. It's just weird that it wasn't a catch then. But then let's just jump to 2016. The Cowboys get Dak Prescott, Zeke. They're flying high, number 1 seed against the Packers again to make the playoffs, and they lose. They were down the whole game pretty much, made a late comeback. But then, if you remember, Aaron makes a miraculous throw. Cannot remember the other receiver that caught it. Barely catches it inbounds with like one knee, and then they make the field goal, which was like a weird field goal anyways. See? Now you've seen a pattern. It's like weird things are happening. Not weird things, but just things aren't going Cowboys' way. Almost kind of like a curse. And they're weird things, some of them. The Packers one, or the 2016, I could see how the defense, played it, but it's a good throw, whatever. But still, the other ones, they're kind of weird. Now, you go into this last season. You know how I was just talking about the Ring of Honor for Jimmy Johnson. Now, Jerry even said, beginning of this year, there was a video where he said he would put him in the Ring of Honor. And then the year goes on. Cowboys roll hot, 6-1. But he never puts him in the Ring of Honor. Which is weird. But okay, he just hasn't done it yet. The season keeps going on. We make the playoffs. Still not Ring of Honor. And we all know how this last playoff game went. Now, the Cowboys played terribly. I mean, they didn't play terribly, but they had a bad game. But at the end, they had a chance to win it. And if you guys remember, it didn't happen that long ago. I think maybe 3 months ago, which is crazy. But they make a call on a QB draw. Dak runs it to the 25-ish. Some people say he ran too far, whatever. He runs it to the 25. They go to clock it. The center spots the ball. The ref runs up. Remember, decks Dak. And then fumbles with the ball a little bit, and they can't get the snap off. Now, people say it was a terrible call, whatever. You got to hand the ball off to the ref, when actually the rules state, even Mike McCarthy said, that you don't have to, the ref doesn't have to spot the ball. All they have to do is just touch it. And this is actually, you've seen this, in the 49ers game earlier that year, and the Rams game that happened later, in the next round of the playoffs. They just touch it. The center can spot the ball. The ref just has to touch it. But I'm not saying that's the reason why they lost or whatever. I'm just saying it's a other weird thing. It's another weird thing. And you're starting to see a pattern of a weird, Cowboys. It's either the refs, weird calls. I don't know. It's just weird. So could it be a curse? I don't know. I thought it was just kind of interesting to jump in there. And who knows, if Jimmy goes into the Ring of Honor this year and the Cowboys win the Super Bowl, it was a curse. No doubt. No doubt it's a curse. But if he goes in the Ring of Honor and then we still suck, then yeah, it's definitely not a curse. But I really think, like, if the Cowboys put Jimmy in the Ring of Honor and then, like, this following year and we go on to win the Super Bowl in the next year or that year, it was a curse. It was a curse. And I'm coming back to this video.